Hi guys, welcome to today's Freedom Challenge. Today we're going to talk about financial freedom, which I think is such an important topic. Personally, I've been all over the financial spectrum in my life. As a young girl, I remember living in a bus, or there was a couple times where for a month or two we would camp because we didn't have a roof over our heads. I also remember when other families would go through the front door of the grocery store, my parents at times would drive around the back of the store to see if there was any salvageable food in the dumpsters. I've also had great abundance financially in my life where I had more than I knew what to do with. And I have been up and down on this financial spectrum a couple times in my life over. So to me, financial freedom really is about two things. It's about control and security. Are you the one that is controlling your finances, or are your finances controlling you? And this is something to take a look at and adjust accordingly so that you are the one that's in control of that, right? We also want to look at security. If you were to be laid off or fired tomorrow, would you be okay? Would you be able to continue your lifestyle? And if so, for how long? Or if your income stayed the same, would your current spending habits be able to be taken care of? Or if your family's growing, would you be able to support them? We also really want to look at if you're set up for any special event or accident that may occur that requires a big investment or is a big expense. It's really tragic when somebody has a car breakdown or something, the roof leaks, and that just puts them over the edge. So we really want to look at having things in place to set you up for that freedom in your finances. So I'm going to talk about three things today. Remember, this is just 7 days to better. It's not 7 days to perfect. There's 1,000 different things we can do regarding our finances. But today I just want to talk about three things for us to look at. So the number one thing I want to talk about is looking at being specific about what you want financially and why. So many people are very vague about their financial goals and they just want more money, right? But what does that really mean? Does that mean paying off debt? Does that mean creating a nest egg? And why is that important to you? Unless you identify why it really matters in your life and what freedom it will create to achieve that goal, then it will be hard when you're ready to make that impulse buy to change your mind and not do it. But if you remember what you're creating and why, then that will really help you along that process. Also, we really want to identify, when we're looking at what we want, looking at our limiting beliefs. So many people consciously set a goal and they say they want something, but subconsciously or even in their core belief, they have different limiting beliefs around money, such as money is the root of all evil, right? If you really believe money is the root of all evil, it's going to be very hard for you to achieve financial success. Which, by the way, that quote is very much misquoted. It's actually the love of money is the root of all evil. When you put money over integrity and honesty and your values, that's what can really become evil, right? But if you believe that you have to cheat or lie or steal to become financially successful, even if consciously you're saying that you want to achieve something, subconsciously you will sabotage yourself. So identify if you have any limiting beliefs and then do the work to set those free and really reprogram those core beliefs around money. Whether that is just researching and finding out a little bit more about that topic, or listening to affirmations that build a strong, healthy relationship with money. The second thing that we want to talk about is pretty basic, and it's spending less than you make. This can seem basic, but I really want you to look at all of the things that you're spending money on. Your monthly spending habits, how much you're going out to eat, and really look at what is unnecessary or unhealthy habits that maybe we need to take out. Just 7 years ago, we actually lost everything. We had a lawsuit. We were very successful, but we lost our business, we lost our home, we lost our cars, and I was actually pregnant with our third child and 2 little toddlers on the way. And so we had to live very minimally for the next year or two, where we did not eat out. Everything we bought was secondhand, and we had to just really adjust our spending habits. But in the last 7 years, we've been able to buy 4 new homes, and in fact, by the end of this year, 3 of them will be paid off, and they'll actually be they are currently generating rental income for us. So we really want to look at living under your means and paying off credit card debt, or any debt that you have really, as fast as possible. If you think that you can afford that pair of shoes because they're less than you make, but then you end up paying for them 4 times over because of interest, then it's really not that affordable. So debt can really create very, very much a hostage situation with you, where you are no longer in control of your finances and they're controlling you. Also, the other part of that is just increasing your income. If you can do something that produces $20 to $50 an hour, and you are not being able to spend enough time doing that because you're busy doing activities that you could hire someone else to do for $10 or $15 an hour, then you really want to reevaluate what things you can hire out to allow you more time to create more income. Now, the third thing that we want to look at is just focusing on wealth creation. It's not just about income, but real wealth is really created when you have assets that generate regular positive income for you. And like, for example, you might have a business. Like, I have a network marketing business that produces a residual 7-figure income for me. Now, yes, it took a couple years to really work hard and build that, but now it is a sustainable machine that runs on its own, and we continue to pour into it when we want to, but we don't have to. We'll continue to earn that income with or without showing up. Also, there might be, many online businesses or investments that you could make that can do the same thing. So really, it's not just about salary. Salary is great and might be what is feeding your family, but if it's salary in exchange for time, sooner or later you're going to run out of time. So it is important to have those things that are creating a residual positive cash flow for you. And lastly, I just want you to understand that it's more than just about having money in the bank. It's really about having the freedom to invest when an amazing opportunity comes across your plate and you have the resources to do so, or having the freedom to create those experiences in life that really enrich and fulfill your life and create more meaning to it, or the freedom to leverage your time. Yesterday we talked about, or maybe it was a couple days ago, I forget, we talked about time freedom, and so much of your time can be bought back when you have the resources to hire out the things that don't need to be done by you. So thank you so much for joining me today. Hopefully this created a couple ideas of things that you could put into place to create more financial freedom in your life.